So when did you actually started preparing for CAT exam?
I would say I started my journey just September, August, you can say this month only. Before and only I was trying to invest some money to this preparation. And one day I met a guy who didn't have any legs, like one leg was not there while returning. And then that actually hit me very badly because I used to say when I gave my first full length mock, I scored -7 in August.
Oh, any tips you want to share before CAT exam, for the CAT aspirants?
I would say is give mocks.
From how many IIMs you are shortlisted?
I am shortlisted from CAP. CAP consists of 10 IIMs this year.
So how was your interview experience?
Talking about IIT Kharagpur, it was totally a technical interview, and also everyone prepares for tell me about yourself, right?
Yeah.
But I will give you an instance. In all the 3 interviews, no one asked me tell me about yourself.
Any tips you want to share before the interview?
Go through it deeply go through it. He was getting 95 percentile, but he didn't qualify. But what happened? Professors thought he's a chat GPT.
So apart from this IIT Kharagpur, have you got admission letters from any other institutes?
I got IIM Ranchi. I was shortlisted for IIT Kolkata in 16th waiting list. So that is probably a convert.
Can you please elaborate about your present life at IIT Kharagpur?
There is always good to network. See, I am from a BTech, very small college. I would say I have 3 IIT Gandhinagar, IIT Bhilai, and so whatever she used to get for 1 year at the start, she got it for 2 months.
Vinod Gupta School of Management, which is a public graduate business school, a unit under IIT Kharagpur, and also it is the first business school established in any IITs. So for this podcast, we have Vivek Bro, who has completed his BTech from Tier 3 college and recently got admission at VGSOM IIT Kharagpur. So in this podcast, we will cover his interesting as well as motivational journey to VGSOM IIT Kharagpur. So in this podcast, we will cover the topics such as his CAT preparation, his interview process, as well as his present life at VGSOM IIT Kharagpur. So if you are a CAT aspirant or if you are an MBA aspirant, make sure you watch this entire podcast. So you will get a lot of information from this podcast. So without any further ado, let's get started. So hi bro, how are you?
I'm fine, brother, and it's very good to meet you, Joshua.
Same to you. First of all, I would like to thank you so much for accepting my invitation and giving some of your valuable time. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's great.
So Vivek bro, I know a bit about yourself, but my subscribers and my audience don't know about you. So can you please introduce a bit about yourself?
Yeah, so my name is Vivek. I also run a YouTube channel called as Trickstar Vivek, which is renamed as Vivek IIT KGP. Recently, I started my post-graduation in VGSOM, which is Vinod Gupta School of Management, IIT Kharagpur, in the MBA program. I completed my BTech in 2023 from a very small private college. And that's a brief about me. And I also did some work experience and all.
Okay, cool. You said you have done your BTech in a small private college. So now you are doing your MBA. So can you please explain why you shifted from engineering to management?
Talking about my career, actually, when I went into this BTech program of electronics and communication, I started with doing a lot of competitions and all. I also got in one of the competitions. I saw a lot of people from big management schools to participate with me. And most importantly, I shifted to management because of my YouTube journey, which I carried forward from 2019. I got to meet people from IIMs who were heading an academy. I was a brand partner of an academy, and also a lot of other people who are into management field. And most importantly, my experience got more in depth when I started my own website, into WordPress,
Oh,
which currently have a lot of viewers out there. So this trickstarvivek.com, there is zero to placement, and there is also a website recently we are launching, that is wbg.org. So I have done a lot
okay.
of other stuffs which pushed me to start my preparation into this CAT. And most importantly, 2020, I visited IIT Kharagpur, and I was
Okay.
astonished by the campus. Then I started preparing for GATE examination, which I was unable to crack it on the first two attempts.
Okay.
Then I understood that there is also a chance of getting into IIT Kharagpur through MBA, and
Okay.
by God grace, I got here only.
Oh, okay, okay, which is a cool journey, by the way. So now let's talk about your entire CAT preparation. What are the management entrance exams you have given while preparing for your CAT exam?
See, so talking about, that's a very interesting question to cover up. Joshua, see,
Yeah.
uh, I I just take it as like one mistake should not be repeated twice. So I started my
Yeah.
journey with BTech private college. So, and my
Yeah.
college is like West Bengal's smallest college because only two buildings are there. So I thought of
Okay.
only going into I 2020 only, like 2019 I joined, 2020 I came here in January. I saw such a huge campus. I thought only I will go to a government top college. So I only gave CAT examination. And one of my friends were telling me like CAT examination is unpredictable this year. So I attempted that, but without any preparation. So unably I didn't get
Okay.
any percentile there. Here in CAT I got 93.4 percentile. So I was also
Oh.
continuing my job there from 8 to 9 p.m. Like 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. I was doing my job, also studying for this
Oh.
examination, and some way or the other I got it.
Oh, really cool, really cool. I hope like you did a lot of hard work for preparing this CAT exam.
Yeah, see, actually I joined in 25th September, and my CAT examination was on 26th or 27th November. Even one day before,
Yeah.
I asked my manager that I have a CAT examination, so Saturday at least give me a leave. And I was working 6 days a week,
Oh, okay.
so he didn't allow.
Oh,
So at the end of the
okay,
day,
okay.
my manager was shocked I rocked.
Oh.
When I
Okay,
got the result,
okay.
my manager asked me same thing. Like that was a very interesting journey. I took a back step. I was calling my mother that I got only 93.4. I was expecting 95. So my manager suddenly
Okay,
called me. Hey Vivek, tell me what was your score? You scored anything or
okay.
no issues? He directly commented that you should be giving it next year. Then I said I got
Yeah.
93.4. He was like, okay, but you won't get something good. So I feel myself lucky because VGSOM Vinod Gupta School of Management here, the cutoff is around 95. Even few students are 98.5 or 97, 98. Some percentiles are there. My interview went
Yeah.
well, so I got selected.
Okay, really cool. You said that you have completed your BTech in 2023 and in
Yeah,
2024 you have given your CAT exam. So
yeah.
when did you actually started preparing for CAT exam?
So talking about, like I said as before, I was preparing for GATE examination. Then I lost track because I was not able to do it. Some heartbreaks are also there in
Okay,
college. So
okay,
then I stopped doing all the stuffs. I even got fat
okay,
and was not so focused. Then suddenly what happened? My
okay,
I got into cognizant offer. So I started.
okay,
I thought of doing a cognizant. So my cognizant was telling me to go to Chennai, and I was very shocked, like what I can do. Suddenly, I picked up any
okay,
offers and joined, and then what happened is like I suddenly I had some books of CAT examination beforehand. My elder sister went
okay,
gave last year because last year also I was planning to give, but I didn't have that
okay,
courage to give that examination, so I didn't attempt. But this year, what I did
okay,
is like when I joined this firm, beforehand only
okay,
I was trying to invest some money to this preparation. So I invested 6,000
okay.
rupees to buy this MBA Walla course, that one. And
Yeah,
that regret of pushing, like I invested 6,000 rupees, I need to study, I need to study. I would say like
okay.
I started my journey just September, August, you can say this month only. I started. Yeah, I started in
Okay,
August, and I was doing stuffs. September, I again lost track when I joined firm. Initially, it was very
okay.
difficult to continue.
Yeah,
Then that bus, actually, I never used to get any seat in the bus. till that journey ends. Like it was from 8 I used to take one bus, then again
Okay.
8:30 I used to take another bus to land up in 9:30 that job. So two bus travels I used to do, and the second bus I never used to get seat. That, and one day I met a guy who didn't have any legs, like one leg was not there while returning.
Okay.
And then that
Okay.
actually hit me very badly, because that that guy told me that he is doing this particular job because he did an MSc, he's a data analyst, but since he won't get any place because he didn't do any BTech or any good education, and I was like, he's doing this job from last 6 years and he will also travel with me, but because without any legs. So I thought, this life I won't want for any further more. And you know, like small firms doesn't have people who are ambitious enough, right? Beside me, all the people who weren't that ambitious. But what the good thing about is, like when I left, a lot of people left because they also got ambitious. So it's always that you can motivate people if you are good enough.
Okay. Like you also got admission at IIT Kharagpur, and you have motivated few other people while you were journey.
Yeah. I have seen
I can
people who
understand.
are from zero. Like giving an example, that guy was earning around 25,000 a salary, and currently the firm
Okay.
which he joined is getting around 49 or 50, which is 100% hike. So if you would have
Yeah.
not surpassed that barrier of like not applying, not even checking what you are capable of, he would have never got.
Yeah.
And he was not getting for the
Yeah.
last 1 year or 2 years because he was not applying. And suddenly I said,
Yeah.
what will happen? See, I gave CAT without any hope, and
Yeah.
by God grace I got it, and some way or the
Yeah.
other he also got. Similarly, if you
Yeah.
also want to cross that barrier, you just apply, try your luck.
Yeah.
Some way or the other you will get it.
Yeah.
See, I gave 2 times GATE, no answers,
Yeah.
not IITs. Then
Okay.
suddenly I get 9 IIMs, one IIT, one IIFT. Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Really cool.
Yeah.
Like
So
while you preparing, like have you took any coaching or you have completely prepared by yourself?
yeah, see, I'm telling you now that MBA Valla, that
Huh.
course.
Huh.
So I started with it because I was doing job what I
Yeah.
planned.
Yeah.
Like, what is the problem with that course is the cost is very low.
Yeah.
So a lot of people join, they are very distracted, so they don't study, they do live classes,
Okay.
which I think so. It's my personal opinion.
Yeah.
So what I used to do is, like, I used to watch on Saturday and Sunday,
Okay.
and I used to watch in a 2x speed, 1.5x speed, and then
Yeah.
used to complete this and used to just solve problems.
Okay.
And most importantly, previous year I used to solve.
Okay.
But the problem with the CAT examination, you know, Josa, is that if you can get in 98 to 900 percentile, then you are getting good IIM scores.
Okay.
Otherwise, you are again landing into new IIMs and this,
Yeah.
which I already got in 93.
So now, bro, as you said, you got around 93.4 percentile, which is not an easy task, by the way. So now let's divide about each section. Like, can you please elaborate how you prepared for each section? So let us start with quantitative aptitude. So how you prepared for this section?
So quantitative aptitude, I would say, like, preparation was simple up to the mark. I just focused on I focused on quantitative aptitudes. I used to focus on whatever's specifically that Abhishek sir and that that IIT Roorkee guy. That sir used to teach very well. So I used to follow the formulas of it, and I used to solve all the previous year questions. See, I didn't have much time to prepare. So I took that Oswald book, and you won't believe me, I still have that book here only. So I divide that book is this much big, like more even like this.
Yeah.
So what I did is, to prepare easily, I cut the book into 3 parts. So I cutted the book into 3 parts. One was apti previous year.
You really cut it?
Yeah, I really cut it. I still have it here. So I cut this book into 3 parts. 1, 2, 3. One is data, in this one, and I used to take the quantitative aptitude and I used to solve more and more. And most importantly, I would say my mock test actually helped me to get my hands more and more dirty before the exams. And I was giving the mock test of CrackQ, because it was affordable. First of
Okay.
all, it is only 500 rupees. And second, I was
Okay.
giving all the sectional papers, not the full length, because I didn't have much time. And I
Yeah.
used to give this
Yeah.
exam only the time when there is a recess break in the office. I used to give
Okay.
the
Okay.
exam.
Okay. Okay. Then what about data interpretation and logical reasoning?
Yeah, data interpretation I was unable to give actually. That's a hectic, but I scored the highest in data interpretation only, a 92 percentile
Okay.
approximately. So data interpretation, I would say I prepared only the previous year. I like mug up all the 2017 to 2023 each and every question.
Okay.
I mugged it up. Like I solved with them so many times that it
Okay.
actually fitted that every question I used to say, I used to remember their answer. And there is a
Okay.
teacher in YouTube actually who does that in
Okay.
iPad, and he explains it very easily. So I
Okay.
used to follow that his method. I don't used to go much into
Okay.
MBA Walla course because I didn't used to
Okay.
understand much.
Okay. Then what about like verbal ability and reading comprehension?
Yeah, that's actually for engineers, it's a very hectic thing. I used to say, like, when I gave my first full length mock, I scored a -7 in August.
Oh. Okay.
So it is like more than like -1 or 2 percentile, you can say. So it actually,
Okay.
like, all those negatives which came into the paper was because of this. My realistic approach,
This
what I will
section
say, is
only.
like today's social media is actually not able to sit us for 2 hours, and that actually was a
Yeah.
very problematic situation because I used to give verbal,
Yeah.
and I used my mind was usually totally shattered. When I used to attempt data interpretation, I used to focus, but I was unable to. And quantitative, I was like,
Okay.
अब टेस्ट बंद करते हैं भाई, अब नहीं करना मेरे को. So
Okay.
so that was a very hectic process. So verbal, what I will say is, like, full length mock, you have to first start
Okay.
giving full length mock, and at least keep your focus for 2 hours. Second is, like, for
Okay.
verbal, what I used to do, I used to get every time negative, and verbal actually
Okay.
helped me to actually, I was thinking about verbal can go down. So that is why what I did,
Okay.
I attempted a strategy. I was trying all the strategies, and what the strategy helped me was, I will attempt all the
Okay.
VAs, and then I will go for this one, actually reading comprehension later ahead, because because of being engineer, I was totally on quantitating the things. I followed a method called as beast method to solve questions,
Okay.
and
Okay.
I was able to tackle it because of lot of sectionals. I gave around 25 to 26 sectionals of only verbal, because I was trying to practice that in 40 minutes how many questions can I do. And verbal
Yeah.
is actually a very good thing also, because is verbal is the only thing, because even your atmosphere is bad and you don't have need any paper or pen to solve every time. So
Okay.
I was giving that even in my office time, no one used to know.
Oh. Oh, like you have like practiced in your office as well.
Yeah, that was the only. That is why I gave 30 marks now. Otherwise, how would I give? So what I
Okay.
used to do, like, full
Okay.
length mock, I am planning to give, right. I used to get 15
Yeah.
full
Yeah.
length mock. So I
Yeah.
cannot do that verbal and data interpretation. I need pen and paper. And if I start solving, someone will know in office. So what I used to do, I used to solve that. Verbal comes first.
Yeah.
So I used to give verbal, and then I used to click on end test, and I used to see what is my score.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. Then like while you preparing, like what kind of resources you have used?
I use that Oswell previous year book. Uh, Second, I would say I use the CACU mock tests, and third, I was using YouTube free videos. Unacademy All India mock test, which every happens in every Sunday, which is free. I would highly recommend you to go for career launcher mocks, All India mocks. There are three mocks, but I didn't give this mocks because that was charging 500 rupees, and I didn't have single penny in my pocket. And
Okay.
don't go for time mocks and all if you are targeting 95 percentile at least, because those are for
Okay.
toppers. And if you attempt this, suddenly if you land up in college like VGSOM or IIM Ranchi and IIM small IIMs, then it's a waste of time, bro.
Yeah.
That would have also been done with KQ mocks. So
Yeah.
time mocks and all this, like high level coaching center mocks, because they
Yeah.
are very tough to do it, and they actually demotivates you if you can still in sectional mocks. Why used to motivate me, I used to score 16, 20, 21,
Okay.
22 out of all 63, and used to understand like
Okay.
which track I'm going. And in similar, I was targeting 20, 20, 20. I was targeting 60 marks, and I scored around
Okay.
54. So 60 marks, 95 percentile. If you're targeting
Okay.
100
Okay.
for 99 percentile, then you have to give mocks which are high level.
Okay. Like you said, you have given like around 20 to 30 mocks. So like where did you given the mock test, and how
Crack
many
Q, I gave
mock
all
tests
mocks
you
in
have
Crack
given?
Q and all the free mocks which other
Okay.
coaching centers provide. I used to watch all the other videos, and whenever they used to say we are
Okay.
providing a free mock, and I was like, yahi to mauka hai.
Okay. 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 Like any tips you want to share before CAT exam, like for the CAT aspirants?
I would say is like give mocks. One like
Okay.
lot of people started preparing with me. Even few people started giving mocks like me only. When I was scoring
Okay.
only 10, 12 out of this 198, those guys were scoring
Okay.
80, 70 because those time paper was easy. And believe me,
Yeah.
lot of students around out of 100 you can say around 80 students who used to score that much didn't do well in
Okay.
CAT examination. They're still preparing for next year with you guys. The only
Oh.
problem with those person is that their inner barrier which they feel,
Okay.
and that happens because you don't give mocks, you don't try to at least check yourself, because any day people like me can come up and take your seat away, because there are only 10,000 seats out of 3 lakh
Yeah.
aspirants in the.
So finally, you have given your CAT exam, and the result was out. So what was your score and rank in CAT exam?
I scored a 51, 54 score, and and it got degraded to 51 by some
Yeah.
scaling and all, and I scored 93.4 percentile.
Okay. Okay. So what is the next process for IIMs after CAT exam?
So after that is like you already filled in the form that you want to appear for other
Hmm.
like other IIMs. So automatically IIM
Okay.
cap call will come. Other IIMs you are
Okay.
shortlisted or not, they will let you know.
Have you applied to any IIMs apart from IIT Kharagpur? And if yes, from how many IIMs you are like shortlisted?
I am shortlisted from cap. Cap consists of 10 IIMs this year,
Yeah.
and I got also got shortlisted for IIT Kharagpur, and
Yeah.
I didn't get shortlisted for IIT Madras because they were focusing more on
Okay.
work experience.
Okay.
And IIFT Kolkata, I applied it before giving the examination. So like
Okay.
after giving the examination, there were some states before getting the result. So I applied
Okay.
for IIFT Kolkata, and I got
Okay.
IIFT.
For applying to any IIMs or even to IIT Kharagpur, so once you have applied, you have to give group discussion as well as interview. Is that right?
No, no, it's not right actually. See, every
Hmm.
time it changes. For
Hmm.
IIMs this year, it was directly an interview. For
Okay.
IIFT, there was an extempore interview, but that was also in one extent. And IIT
Okay.
Kharagpur also, there was directly an interview.
Okay. Okay. So there is no group discussion this year.
No, no, no.
Okay.
And
Okay. Okay.
everything will happen online. Only
Yeah.
IIT Madras and IIT Kanpur and few other IITs, you have to go offline and attempt it. And for IIM
Okay.
Lucknow or any other good IIMs, you have to attempt, you have to go and
So you have a interview experience in IIT Kharagpur as well as CAP
CAP
IIMs.
and IIFT Kolkata.
Yeah, and IIFT Kolkata as well. So how was your interview experience?
So talking about like IIT Kharagpur, it was totally a technical interview, and also it was most toughest interview which I gave, and I didn't
Okay.
perform much well. So you can see
Okay.
my interview experience. I have uploaded in my YouTube channel. You can just search VGSOM Vivek Agarwal. You will get my interview experience. And
Okay.
also for the CAP, I uploaded a video like what are the questions they asked. My
Okay.
advantageous point, which I would say, is like for the CAP one, they already knew me because I wrote YouTube partner program and they searched my channel.
Oh.
So it was like first instance a good like once happened. No, first expression is the
Yeah,
last
yeah.
expression,
Initial
something like that.
impression.
So the initial expression was good. So they gave me, I
Okay.
think, so good marks. I was able
Okay.
like it was good enough because that YouTube actually had a spark. A lot of candidate
Okay.
doesn't have it. So the
Okay.
interview revolves around it.
Okay.
And yeah, that was good. I directly got, in the first instance, I am Ranchi, which is one of the difficult college, and
Okay.
in '93 a lot of people doesn't able to convert it.
Okay.
And IIT Kharagpur I got into second list, first list, then
Oh,
second list I got IIT Kharagpur. And IIT
okay.
Kharagpur, actually, why I choose, because first of all I wanted to be here. Second
Okay.
is like fees is less and average package is good. But if you
Okay.
want to enjoy your career as an MBA student, you are not from engineering background, I would highly
Okay.
recommend you to go to IIMs.
Okay. Okay. Like, if you remember, can you please elaborate like what kind of questions you have been asked in the interview?
Yeah. So first of all, like talking about technical, I am from electronics background. So electronics
Yeah.
question was asked for an IIT Kharagpur one. Like IITs, they
Okay.
will surely go into your technical subjects.
Okay.
Second is for IIMs, they were revolving around what is how the GDP, then G20 happened. A lot of
Okay.
current stuffs were taken into an action. They were also
Okay.
talking about like in one of the interviews of IIFT, they told me this is the topic you need to speak for 5 minutes and
Okay.
like 30-40 seconds. They were telling
Okay.
about like how briefly I can illustrate. Even in
Okay.
IIT Kharagpur, they were asking me to draw some graph, do some permutation combinations on the spot. So lot of technical questions were also there in some interviews, and some
Okay.
were totally upon how do I see. Like most important question which I see is like every time which I was asked, like everyone prepares for uh, tell me about yourself, right?
Yeah.
But I will give you an instance in all the three interviews, no one asked me tell me about yourself
Oh.
because they didn't have much time. They are applicating 10,000, 20,000 person in one
Yeah.
spot. So
Yeah.
they don't have much time to go to tell me about yourself. Even tell me about
Okay.
yourself was asked. Tell something about yourself was asked in IIT Kharagpur. I just spoke 30 seconds, and they said, no, we don't want to get in.
Okay.
So in 30 seconds, try to speak all those highlighting points which you really want them to answer, like to
Okay.
question you. You will get a lot of videos regarding that, but the only instance you can create, talk about the
Okay.
spark which you currently have. Like I
Okay.
used to talk about I do B2B business, and
Okay.
then suddenly I used to spot that YouTube is my career spotter, and last
Okay.
I got a national scholarship. So
Okay.
they were like, why did you get it? What was that highlight? How did it
Okay.
motivated you? Try
Okay.
to be little emotional, that helps.
Oh. Okay.
Talking about
Okay.
something which can touch the person heart, your
Okay.
spot. Everyone is emotional, even if they are professors.
Yeah. 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 Like
That
any
helps,
tips you
bro.
want to share before the interview?
I would say PI kit, all IIMs will forward you. PI
Okay.
kits that
Okay.
IIMs will forward you, and even if you can get just after the results.
Okay.
Go through it deeply, deeply go through it,
Okay.
and that helps. That enhances your knowledge. Second of
Okay.
all, go through all the major events which happened this year, that budget
Okay.
and this and that. That
Okay.
helps.
Okay.
Last is uh, go a bit into your technical subjects because that
Okay.
will matter.
Okay.
And last of all is like be good in your approach. Don't try
Okay.
to be a robot. People is
Okay.
asking question, you are just as a chat GPT giving answers. Try to be a human, that will help, because
Okay.
that actually person wants to check. A person I am telling you in IIT Kharagpur, he didn't get
Okay.
shortlisted. He was getting 95 percentile, but he didn't qualify. Out of 22 questions, he answered all the 21 questions. Out of 22, he answered 21 questions.
Oh.
But what happened? Professors thought like he's a chat GPT. You
Oh.
get command, answers comes out. No emotions, nothing. That will not
Okay.
work. You won't add much input to your place.
As you said, you got admission at IIT Kharagpur. So apart from this IIT Kharagpur, have you got like admission letters from any other institutes?
I got I am Ranchi. I was
Okay.
shortlisted for IIFT Kolkata in 16th waiting list. So that is probably
Okay.
a convert, but I
Okay.
didn't pay that waiting list amount. I am Trichy.
Okay.
I was shortlisted for the waiting list around
Okay.
15 or 16. That also I didn't
Okay.
pay. And
Okay.
I am Rohtak. I didn't apply. You know why? So
Okay.
people will know I am Rohtak because Bash is full of girls.
Oh.
And similarly, if a
Okay.
girl is watching this, I would surely say in IIT Kharagpur also 55% are girls now. girls are
Okay.
getting a lot of advantage, and they should be moving forward towards management career, because management actually needs you guys. So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So finally, you have landed at IIT Kharagpur. Can you please elaborate about your present life at IIT Kharagpur in terms of facilities, in terms of studies, in terms of hostel and mess?
So hostel and mess is not so great here. Just
Oh,
kidding. If you get other good places, like we got BRH Hall, but few like other applicants might get Attal and all. They are good.
okay.
Professors are good here.
Okay.
IIT is most dedicated to BTech guys, but still we enjoy a lot.
Okay.
And there is always good to network. See, I am from a BTech, very small college.
Yeah.
I would say I
Yeah.
have three IIT Gandhinagar, IIT Bhilai, and IIT Madras students studying
Yeah.
with me. One of my
Okay.
mentors is from IIT BHU. It's the second
Oh.
largest campus in Asia.
Yeah.
Even there are like, if in my batch around 30 guys are from NITs, NIT Nagpur,
Oh.
NIT this and
Okay.
that. So these
Okay.
great minds are studying with you,
Yeah.
and they are also getting the same placement offers. You are also appearing for them. You get
Yeah.
so much great minds to network with, and
Yeah.
after you land here, you will forget that you studied in such a small or big college, and
Okay.
everyone will be like equal.
Yeah.
So I just want to illustrate, you can just highlight this, Joshua, that I am from a college where even in JEE means you get 5 lakh rank, you can land up. And I
Oh.
am studying with guys who have scored 20,500 rank in JEE, around 15, 10,000, 7,000 rank in JEE Advanced. So
Okay.
you can cover up this journey just
Okay.
if you are ready enough to tackle or target this.
Oh. Okay.
And believe me, one of, even from a lower college compared to me, a girl, and she
Okay.
did 40 months in like 3 lakh or 4 lakh package in TCS. Yesterday
Okay.
she landed in a job. I cannot reveal the details, but she
Okay.
yesterday only got placement.
Oh.
So whatever she used to get for like 1 year at the start, she
Yeah.
got it for 2 months.
Oh.
So you can believe it, like that type of journey you can cover, guys, but
Yeah.
only and only she might be have done more hard work than me.
Yeah.
So that how it happens. It
Yeah.
happens because of the journey which you cover up. And she's from a college which is very low. Like, I upload college reviews in my
Yeah.
channel, and she's
Okay.
like, that college is like the bottommost of the college, and
Okay.
from there she took up this journey.
Okay.
So currently where you are, it's doesn't matter. A lot of students when I see is like, they didn't score well in quota, and then do this that. Who tells you to do all these, guys? You
Yeah.
don't get into IIT, get IIT after BTech.
Yeah.
IIT is not stopping you to come.
Yeah.
IIM is not stopping you to come. Who
Yeah.
is thinking about where did you do your BTech? Am I
Yeah.
right or wrong?
Yeah. Yeah. It is right. Like I think you have like an amazing journey from your BTech college to IIT Kharagpur. I hope it motivates a lot of students who are like want to pursue higher studies in the premier institutions. And the final question for this podcast is like how someone can contact you.
See, for me to contact is most probably LinkedIn. LinkedIn, you
Okay.
can surely connect me to it. But
Yeah.
most importantly, what I would say is like, if you are someone who is not getting all those stuffs to prepare, believe me,
Yeah.
that's a blessing in disguise, not a curse.
Okay.
Because you will actually, whenever you will fall, you will
Hmm.
always remember, I didn't have anything, but I still am here. Again, I
Yeah.
can make it from zero. And see, so many people are there. A lot of, yesterday only one guy in LinkedIn approached me and tell me that I'm doing a job, how can I prepare? I'm telling you, around 40% of my batch, they left
Yeah.
their job in April. They did it, why
Okay.
can't you? Yeah, that's all, guys. uh, Please give us a thumbs up, comment down anything, I will surely reply.
Guys, I will give the Vivek Bro LinkedIn profile as well as his YouTube channel link in the description. So if you are someone who are interested towards pursuing your MBA or interested towards joining into any IIMs or any CAT preparation strategy, make sure you have please check his YouTube channel as well as his LinkedIn profile. So bro, thank you so much once again for giving you some of your valuable time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So guys, this is the end of the podcast. I hope you got some value from this podcast. So if you think you have got some value from this podcast, make sure you have hit the like button and please share your opinion as well as your thoughts in the comment section. And also I will upload this kind of similar videos in the future. So if you want to be notified when I upload those videos, make sure you have hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications just by hitting that bell icon. So this is your Joshua Kamlakar signing off.